Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NukemDukem here. So, we already did the operator potential abilities and as well as weapons for the Spanish, Hong Kong, Polish operators. Now it's time to finally get South Korea, which would be the last one. It's aimed to be in November release date. Based on the previous year, Operation Red Crow came around November 17th. So that was based in the middle of November. Might not be the same date, but this was just based on last year's estimation. Before we jump right into it, I just want to make sure you guys are entered into the giveaway. This time I'm giving away gift cards for your favorite platform, $50, where you can buy Rainbow Six or the Season Pass or whatever you guys want with it. It's up to you. The winners will be announced on my social media, so you don't have to keep asking me who won. And it's in the description if you guys want to win this. I actually thought South Korea would be one of the first original operators will be introduced into the game to help promote the game, since you know South Korea is very known for their gaming culture. A lot of the gamers there are celebrities, and they actually use those gamers to hype up sports players before major tournaments and games of that nature. And the culture has a lot of young and as well as older gamers that goes to these PC cafes, goes in there and just play games in these cafes for hours. And it's just a very rich, vibrant culture for a lot of gaming. But with that said, even the US was heavily involved in the Korean War between North and South. So I just thought they would be more involved and be put this operator sooner, but it's still getting included, which is awesome. So after doing some research on the South Korean Special Forces of the military, it was really interesting compared that to all the other previous research I've done, the way they name their units and each emblem and the meaning behind them. Before we jump straight into the 707 Special Mission Battalion, which specializes in counterterrorism, it's a good idea to look at the whole history of the special forces within South Korea. The Special Forces Brigades of Republic Korea, short-term ROK, stands for Republic Korea, are 6 Special Forces brigades and 1 overseas development group under the command and control of Republic of Korea Army Special Warfare Command. It depends on which brigades that you fall under, but they receive special training for various unconventional warfare missions. Some of the main tasks from ROK includes guerrilla warfare, special reconnaissance, unconventional warfare, direct action, collecting information or intel on enemy territories, and conducting special missions. Here in the video, you can see one of the training is the ROK UDT SEAL MUSAT Close Quarter Combat Training. Volunteers for these brigades undergo training in high-skilled weapon handling and parachuting, as well as regular physical and psychological tests. All weapons and equipment used by the ROK Special Forces are South Korea, US, Germany, and other products. Although ROK Special Forces are purely volunteer soldiers, they have to reach a certain requirement, such as achieving a black belt in Taekwondo or some similar martial arts. Let's go ahead and talk about the 7 ROK Special Forces Brigades. Each of them have their own unique symbol mascots, and each of their special forces is every other number, so it's going to be an odd number. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So starting for the first one, it's the first Special Forces Brigade has an eagle. The third is the Flying Tiger. The 5th used to be called Black Dragon, but now they're the Overseas Development Group, which takes care of the whole world. The 7th is the Pegasus, 9th is Ghost, 11th is Golden Bat, and 13th is Black Panther. With all that said and done, let's go ahead and focus on the 707th Special Mission Battalion, which is the counterterrorism unit in South Korea. This is where most likely Ubisoft will get their ideas for Rainbow Six Siege operators. So it was founded in 1981 under executive order of the President of Republic of Korea as a world-class counter-terrorist force with the goal of support of domestic and international counter-terrorist prevention. This was a force group in response to the Munich massacre, which is the 1972 Summer Olympic in Munich, where several terrorists, Palestinian terrorists, captured Israeli Olympians in their hotel room, and then they had a hostage negotiation. They killed one German police officer, and after a while, the hostage negotiation broke down, which resulted in all the hostages getting killed, as well as the people who captured the hostages. This was a world outcry where people in different countries realized they needed a special force team for counterterrorism. If you look at the Spanish operators Jaco Mera, their special forces was formed from This massacre right here, the Munich one. So South Korea is one of those countries that participated and formed a counterterrorism force. Part of the reason why South Korea formed this team is because they were hosting the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. The unit has about 200 men and women organized in 2 companies, headquarters and support staff. This unit's main purpose is to focus on quick reaction to counter-terrorist threats and situations. Unit soldiers once distinguished by their black berets. This was before the standardization of black berets for all active soldiers. Are tasked with conducting urban counter-terrorist missions and constitute the Army Quick Reaction Force for emergencies. The battalion's nickname is White Tiger. They have an interesting use of their female special forces member. The unit of the female special operatives are used for counter-terror operation where the presence of women is not seen as a threat to terrorists. So it's kind of like a cloak and dagger disguise where they would send a woman, and most terrorists won't expect a woman to be a part of the counter-terrorism unit. So how does one join the 707th Mission Battalion? Well, there's a couple ways. One, they could be handpicked by a special officer from these special forces, or they could be from different branches from Republic of Korea Armed Forces, and they have to apply to try to become one of the members of this elite force. The selection process is very vigorous, or you can say extreme vetting. First, applicants will undergo a background check and then undergo a 10-day procedure in which 90% of the applicants or hand-selected people are eliminated from the choice. All members within the 707th are scuba and parachute qualified. It has been reported that members are frequently perform daily calisthenics in snow, sub-zero temperatures, and swim in freezing lakes without thermal protection. Calisthenics means gym exercise to achieve body fitness and grace of movement. Most of the members have at least 3 black belts in 3 different martial arts styles. They also work with other special forces in different countries, such as the US Army Delta Force, the FBI HRT, British SAS, Russia's Alpha Group, French GIGN, Canadian JTF2, Hong Kong SDU, or Special Duty Unit, and Singaporean STAR. Let's go ahead and jump into the special weapons that they could be using for submachine guns and assault rifle. They could be using the H&K MP5 or the MP7A1 or the FNL SCAR. Lastly, it could be the Daewoo. For shotguns, they could be using a Benelli M4 or they could use a Kel-Tec KSG. For their sniper rifles, they could be using a SNT Motiv K14 or a Sayer SSG69. And they have the Accuracy International AWM. For their 2 handguns, they could be using an HK USP or the Jericho. Let's talk about potential operator abilities. Since they're so into heavy martial arts and combat, what about a combat knife that you can actually throw and it puts an enemy in down state that's either on a cooldown or there's just a limit use of how many knives you have? And then the other one is, what if an attacker can hack a defender security camera where the attacker can see what the defender camera is and they can actually spot, and the screen will be a different color and the defender will know that a camera got hacked because it will be flashing a different color that would signal the defender that their cameras are being hacked. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any other possible operator ideas, feel free to post it in the comments and I'll read them all and respond to them if it's something very unique that could change the game. For possible map locations or idea what the map may look like, this is a palace in Korea and you can see it has more of the traditional theme. It could kind of look like the season 4 map in Red Crow of Skyscraper. They have the North Seoul Tower. Now it has a restaurant on top. I doubt they'll do something like what they did with the Skyscraper, but they could be another skyscraper style with a different feeling inside. Who knows? Here's amusement park in Korea, Locked World. Could be a very colorful amusement park style theme. Seems like Siege might be going into more colorful. Who knows? What about a cyber cafe, or one of the rooms in the building is a cyber cafe? It'll be a huge missed opportunity in my opinion if they do not have some type of cyber cafe, since Korea is known for their cyber cafes and one of the biggest gaming things in Korea is going to a cyber cafes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoy my content. Make sure you hit that subscribe and bell button to be notified. I appreciate that. If you guys can do this, like, and then below video players to share this on social media, I really appreciate that. That supports me and helps supports me giving you guys more giveaways. So enter these giveaways in the description below. And for my other coverage for the upcoming operators that you guys haven't seen yet, such as Poland and as well as Hong Kong, it's in the description for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.